You think she's not into you. You think if she really loved you, it would be obvious, easy, clear. But the truth is, sometimes the strongest feelings are the ones people fight the hardest to hide. And if you're the kind of man who wants truth instead of comfortable lies, then listen closely. Before we go deeper, subscribe to this channel. Not because I need subscribers, because you need reminders. You need someone in your ear who tells you the truth when your emotions start lying to you. And if you're trying to become a man who sees reality clearly, who doesn't chase illusions, then this is where you sharpen that mindset. Now let's get something straight. When a woman denies her feelings for you, it rarely looks like love. It looks like distance. It looks like mixed signals. It looks like silence when you expected warmth. And most men see that and immediately jump to one conclusion. She doesn't care. But that assumption is lazy. And worse than lazy, it's dangerous because it makes you react emotionally instead of intelligently. So here's the real thesis you need to understand. When a woman is deeply attracted to you but denying it, her behavior becomes contradictory. Her actions pull you closer while her words push you away. Her energy says yes while her logic says no. And if you don't understand the psychology behind that conflict, you'll either chase too hard or walk away too soon. Let's talk about the signs. The first sign is tension in her behavior, not calm indifference, tension. Indifference is smooth, cold, unbothered, but denial is messy. She says she's not looking for anything, but she keeps showing up where you are. She says you're just friends, but she remembers the smallest details about your life. She claims she doesn't feel anything, but her eyes stay on you longer than they should. That tension you feel, that push and pull, and that's not confusion. That's conflict. Inside her mind, two forces are fighting, emotion and protection. And protection is loud because feelings are risky. Loving someone means losing control. It means vulnerability. It means the possibility of getting hurt. So what does the mind do when something feels dangerous? It resists. The second sign she's denying her feelings is that she overcompensates with distance. You'll notice this especially after moments of closeness. Maybe you had a deep conversation. Maybe you shared a laugh that felt a little too real. Maybe the energy between you became undeniable. And then suddenly, she pulls back. She takes longer to reply. She becomes busy. She acts colder than before. Most men panic here. They think, I messed it up. No, what you're seeing is emotional recoil. When feelings get too intense, some people instinctively create space to regain control. Not because the feelings disappeared, because they got stronger. The third sign is irritation that feels strangely personal. She teases you more than others. She challenges you. Sometimes she even seems annoyed by you for no clear reason, but watch closely. That irritation only exists when you're around. When you're gone, she notices. That's not hatred. That's emotional friction. When someone affects you deeply, it's hard to stay neutral. And when a woman is trying to suppress attraction, that energy often comes out sideways. Sarcasm, playful arguments, testing your reactions. It's not hostility. It's tension disguised as resistance. Now here's where most men completely destroy their chances. They interpret these signs emotionally instead of strategically. They chase harder. They try to convince her. They try to prove their worth. They start performing for her approval. And the moment you start performing, something powerful disappears. Your presence. A man who performs is a man who seeks validation. And validation-seeking energy kills attraction faster than rejection ever could. So let's talk about the deeper truth. Why would a woman deny feelings for someone she's actually drawn to? There are a few root causes. Sometimes it's fear of vulnerability. Sometimes it's past experiences that taught her love equals pain. Sometimes it's timing, life circumstances that make the connection feel inconvenient or risky. And sometimes it's because she's trying to evaluate you, not your words, your stability, your emotional control, your self-respect, because attraction alone isn't enough. A woman might feel something powerful for you, but she's still asking one question beneath the surface. Is this man grounded? Or is he going to lose himself chasing me? That's the test, and most men fail it instantly. They become reactive. She pulls away. They panic. She goes quiet. They double text. She becomes distant. They start over-explaining their feelings. Every reaction screams the same message. I'm not centered without your validation. And the moment that message becomes clear, the dynamic changes. Not because she stopped feeling something, but because she no longer respects the emotional foundation. Respect comes from stability, from groundedness, from a man who doesn't crumble under uncertainty. Now listen carefully, because this next part matters. When a woman denies feelings for you, the worst thing you can do is try to force clarity. Just tell me how you feel. Why are you acting like this? Do you like me or not? That interrogation energy doesn't create attraction. It creates pressure, and pressure triggers defense. Defense strengthens denial. Instead, you need to become the man who doesn't need answers immediately, the man who observes, the man who reads behavior instead of clinging to words. And that leads to another powerful sign. She pays attention to your reactions. When you talk to other women, she notices. When you become slightly less available, she notices. When you focus on your own life instead of orbiting around her, she notices. Why? Because denial doesn't eliminate curiosity. If anything, it increases it. When someone is trying not to fall for you, they watch you carefully. They're measuring your gravity. Are you a man with direction? Or are you just another guy hoping she chooses him? And here's the brutal truth most people don't want to admit. Attraction grows in space, not pressure, not constant attention. Space. When you're always there, always available, always reacting, you become predictable. Predictability kills mystery. Mystery fuels curiosity, and curiosity feeds attraction. Now let me paint a picture of the man who understands all this. This man doesn't chase signals. He doesn't beg for clarity. He doesn't turn every interaction into a relationship negotiation. He has a life, a mission, a direction that exists whether she's in the picture or not. When she pulls away, he doesn't collapse. He continues moving. When she tests his reactions, he stays calm. When tension appears, he doesn't rush to resolve it. He allows it to exist. That's called emotional strength. And emotional strength is magnetic because most people are chaotic. Most people react. Most people lose their center the moment feelings get involved. But the man who remains grounded, he becomes rare. And rarity is attractive. Now let's talk about what you need to do if you suspect she's denying her feelings. First, stop chasing emotional reassurance. You don't need constant confirmation. Let her actions reveal the truth over time. Second, match her investment level instead of exceeding it. If she texts occasionally, respond with the same energy. If she pulls back, give space without drama. No guilt trips, no emotional speeches, just calm alignment. Third, redirect your focus back to your life, your goals, your health, your friendships, your purpose, not as a manipulation tactic, but because that's what a grounded man actually does. When your life is full, your energy changes. You stop waiting. You stop overanalyzing. You become someone who interacts from strength rather than need. And that shift is powerful because the moment she senses that you're not chasing, something interesting happens. Her curiosity grows. The dynamic flips. Now she's wondering about you. Now she's thinking about your absence. Now she's asking herself the question she was trying to avoid. Why does this man affect me like this? And sometimes that's the moment the denial starts to crack. But here's the most important truth of all. Your goal is not to break her denial. Your goal is to maintain your self-respect. Because the moment you make her feelings the center of your life, you lose the very qualities that attracted her in the first place. You stop being the man she felt drawn to. You become a man waiting for permission. And a man waiting for permission is not powerful. He's dependent. So let me say this clearly. You don't chase clarity. You embody value. You don't demand validation. You maintain presence. You don't force emotional outcomes. You allow people to reveal themselves over time. That's what maturity looks like. And here's the identity shift I want you to leave with. You are not a man trying to win someone's love. You are a man building a life so grounded, so purposeful, that the right people naturally move closer. Some will resist, some will deny their feelings, some will walk away, and that's fine, because your value does not rise or fall based on someone else's emotional timing. You stay steady, you stay focused, you keep moving forward. And the people who are meant to align with that energy will eventually step into your world. Not because you chase them, but because they felt the gravity of who you became. So if this message gave you clarity, if it reminded you to choose strength over desperation, subscribe to this channel, because this space is for men who want truth, not illusions. Men who are done begging for attention and ready to build real self-respect. Stay sharp, stay grounded, and remember this: you are not the man waiting for love. You are the man worth discovering.